This is Randy Ferris, head basketball coach at Central Academy of Excellence, coming to you from Cascade Sports with the Coach's Corner Show. Cascade Sports, the home of the student athlete. In today's show, we're going to wrap up the basketball season on the high school, college, and NBA level up to the point where we are in the playoffs. We're going to start with the high school on the Missouri side, and we're going to start with who we're naming as the Cascade Boys Coach of the Year on the Missouri side. And that is Blake Little, the coach at Lee Summit High School. Blake Little's team this year was 29-2, and in Class 5 playoffs in Missouri, they took 4th place. I had the pleasure of coaching against this team, and what a complete team they were. They played hard, played solid defense, and had totally balanced scoring. In addition to that, Blake played high school basketball with my son, and it's been a real pleasure to watch his development as a coach and to see him to get to the height of the coaching profession in his short time as a head coach. The next person that we'd like to recognize is the Cascade Sports Player of the Year, and that award goes to Barstow's Jariah Horn. Jariah Horn played for Coach Billy Thomas, and they finished in Class 3, they finished 2nd place. Jariah is a very well-spoken young man, and he's a gentleman on and off the court. He's going to be a huge addition for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. I don't know that he'll ever play in a game, though, like he played in the championship game for the Missouri Class 3 championship. It was a showdown between the top 2 players in Missouri, Father Tolton's Michael Porter Jr. and Barstow's Jariah Horn. It turned into an instant classic in the state title game. Porter, ranked as the number 2 player in the country, finished with 31 points and 19 rebounds. Horn, the 6'7" Nebraska signee, had 39 points on 15 of 28 shooting and 4 of 6 from three-point range. He also threw in 14 rebounds into the stat line. But the result was Tolton 62, Barstow 60, after a breathtaking 4th quarter and a final sequence of events. The win meant the first title in school history for Tolton, but also the first state title for a team from Columbia, Missouri since 1962. Trailing by 2 at the end of the game, Michael Porter Jr. fouled out, fouling Barstow's Shea Rush. Rush missed the first free throw, and so he intentionally missed the second. He got his own rebound, but he missed a little short floater at the end of the game, and so one of the most exciting finishes in the history of Missouri championship games. Here's a clip from that game. We go hard in the paint is a slogan we hold here at Cascade Sports, and that was certainly on display in this game, as the Barstow big men fouled out both Michael Porter and his brother John Tay. Again, one of the greatest games in Missouri high school championship history. On the Kansas side, I'd like to mention a couple of coaches that would definitely be in contention for our Coach of the Year and were definitely placed in our Coach of the Year contest. First is Shawnee Mission North Steve Stitzer, who won the 6A state championship in his 3rd year at the helm of the Shawnee Mission North Indians after moving over from Hogan Prep. The great thing about that is after Coach Stitzer moved over from Hogan Prep, and he has built that program so great, his assistant coach, Rob Heitman, has taken over the Hogan Prep program and has kept them at the high level where they've always been. I'd also like to recognize Bishop Miege boys coach Rick Zeke, who won the Class 4A D1 state championship. He has the son of ex-NBA great Manute Bol playing for him, whose name is Bol. He's one of Miege's star players. He recently got an offer from Kansas University as a sophomore. Bol has been on college coaches' radar since his grammar school days. Here's a clip displaying his talents as Cascade Sports' Wave of the Future. girls basketball, we'd like to recognize a couple of coaches. We've named the Cascade Sports Girls Coach of the Year Bob Fenzel of St. Pius X High School, because he led the St. Pius program to the Class 3 girls third place finish. A great accomplishment at St. Pius X, and he has really built that program to be one of the best in the city. But you can't talk about girls basketball in this city without mentioning Bishop Age girls coach Terry English, who won the 4A D1 state championship in Kansas with a 25-0 record. Terry English, year in, year out, has his team there, and he's been at the helm for over 30 years. He will be in every Hall of Fame there is in this area before his career is over. Moving on to college men's basketball, the Villanova Wildcats on April 4th in Houston were able to win the NCAA National Championship. They finished 35-5 with the 77-74 victory over the North Carolina Tar Heels, who finished 33-7. Two great teams. But you've got to love the blue-collar nature of the Villanova team. They not only work hard on the stifling defense, but their defense works hard to get the shot they want every possession. The final game versus North Carolina produced one of the most exciting finishes in NCAA Final Four history. It was crazy that North Carolina got an off-balance shot by Marcus Page with 4 seconds left, but undaunted, Villanova came down and on a drive and dish by Ryan Arcidiacono left it off for Chris Jenkins for nothing but net. This national championship boosts Jay Wright into conversation as one of the top coaches at the NCAA Division I level. The NBA playoffs are ongoing, but the NBA championship took a turn last Sunday when Golden State Warriors star Seth Curry, returning from an ankle injury, suffered a knee injury. Here is the action which created the injury.
Quickly runs off. Here's the play. There's the slip. And you see that right knee extended. He grabbed the right knee immediately.
The injury looked worse than the prognosis, which will still sideline him for 2 weeks, but the prognosis was a sprained knee. The Warriors are the favorites to win the title, but waiting in the wings are the San Antonio Spurs. Circle the date of May 15th, which should be the return of Seth Curry in time to play against the Spurs for the Western Division Championship. On the Eastern side, Cleveland has advanced, beating the Pistons 4-0, but the other 3 series are yet to be decided. I want to thank our sponsors and all who follow our program, and as usual, I'll wrap up the program by saying, go hard or go home.
I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out.